So I can go back to making my regular content, and this will be the beginning of a multi-video series, of a multi-video review of the 50th anniversary Satanic Bible by Dr. Michael Aquino, PhD. Dr. Michael Aquino was the head of psychiatric warfare for the U.S. Department of the Army. He was also one of the top-ranking members of the Church of Satan under Anton LaVey. There was some love lost between the two, and he eventually did leave and founded his own version of Satanism that is more based on the inner teachings of the original Church of Satan, called the Temple of Set. And that's more so what this newer Satanic Bible revolves around. It's more his view of Satanism as he and his followers saw Satanism, or his colleagues, I should say, because what it was is the priesthood of the Church of Satan left to found the Temple of Set. And the other thing is what should be understood. Now, the first the first four books, the Book of Satan, Lucifer, Belial, and Leviathan, fictional. They're just like fictional stuff to me. They're just, these different crown princes of hell supposedly babbling. That's not what's important to me. Now, as you get deeper into the book, which I will be covering piece by piece by piece by piece by piece, you start to see him giving commentary over the original Satanic Bible, Anton LaVey's Satanic Bible. And he speaks at length about how LaVey rightly stated that the Satanic Bible was obsolete as soon as it was published. And it is true. Because what the Satanic Bible was it was a way to open the minds of the public for more things to come. One of the biggest misconceptions that I'm glad that Dr. Aquino deals with in the book is this idea that Satanists don't believe in God. That is a modern misinterpretation based on the modern stance of the Church of Satan. This is not an accurate understanding of the original concepts of Satanism as professed by Anton LaVey and his magic circle. The original concept was, of course, that God is the balance factor in nature. It's very almost not necessarily pantheistic, but deistic interpretation, in the sense that God is that which created and that which sustains reality, but does not care what happens with people on earth. Okay? Now, one of the seeming contradictions in the Church of Satan concept is that there's the belief in God, which is taken care of under Wanted God, Dead or Alive, which Aquino goes over in the book. I'm going to go over it because he actually picks apart the Satanic Bible and gives commentary over it and adds stuff too. And I don't see it as contradicting. I see it as adding on, perhaps, or explaining the original concepts of Satanism a little bit more clearly. So what you need to understand is there's this concept of God, the macrocosm. Anybody that understands Kabbalah or Hinduism, particularly yoga, might understand this more clearly. So in Satanism, you still have this concept of the macrocosm, which is God. God is everywhere and in everything, okay? And then you have the microcosm. We are made in the image of God. Or as Aleister Crowley said, every man and every woman is a star, okay? Meaning every man and every woman is a god. And there is nothing that is impossible without God, meaning every man and every woman is a god, and there is nothing that is impossible without God, okay? You must remember that we are made in the likeness of God. We are the microcosm of the macrocosm, okay? So this is still held in Satanism, but it's very, 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 very vaguely discussed. The way LaVey discusses it, which is accurate, and the Satanic Bible is a very simplistic book, but it's a very necessary book. And what you need to understand about this is it's necessary because it was put in plain and simple language for people not like myself and not like many occultists that understand these things, but for people, the everyday person. It was to bring the everyday person to Satanism. Quite like Aleister Crowley was unable to do with magic. You see, Aleister Crowley, magic is for everyone, according to Aleister Crowley. And he's right. It's like objectivism, like when Ayn Rand says objectivism is for everyone. Same thing is true with magic. Same thing is true with Satanism. So LaVey's plain and simple language is what brought people over to Satanism more easy, because they could easily understand these vast concepts that, generally speaking, in these books on Kabbalah and yoga and Eastern mysticism and voodoo and hoodoo and all this stuff, it's outside the level of understanding of the average person. Now I'm going to leave this video at here, and I'm going to continue and actually start reviewing the actual 50th anniversary Satanic Bible by Dr. Michael Aquino in my next video and subsequent videos. Thank you.